Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Curious Expedition Arctic Expanse. This is my new series that I'm starting right now. If you've never heard of this game, it's a cute little pixel art game that's basically a procedurally generated adventure game where you take a group of explorers who are led by a important, or at least a well-known historical figure, and you go off into the unexplored portions of the world looking for treasure and glory and, of course, adventure. I've only played the tutorial of this game, and I haven't even played the whole tutorial, but I think I got a handle on the basics. So let's start a new game and see. Now we can choose our adventurer here, our team leader, or we can randomize. Let's see, who do we got here? Doesn't really say who these people are, but I've heard they're famous people. Like, I've heard Amelia Earhart is in here somewhere, and I don't know. We'll go random and see who we get. Random explorer. Alright, so there's a lot of text, a lot of reading, so I'm going to be doing all of that. Welcome back to the Explorers Club, old friend. Word is that you have a good chance of seeing your likeness on that statue. However, I'm afraid to tell you that you are not alone. You and your rivals have 6 expeditions to prove who is the most famous explorer within our club. So we've got Alistair Crowley, John Huizenga, Frey Stark, and Huang Fei Hong. Those must be 4 of my compatriots. I'm not sure who I am or who is next. But anyway, now, go explore. Adventure awaits. So, we have a tourist trip, which is good for beginning players and people that enjoy the narration. We have an expedition, which is the standard difficulty, pretty tough but manageable. And we have certain death. That is definitely not what we're going to go. I think we'll start with standard difficulty, right? Or should we go tourist trip? No, expedition, might as well. Alright. So let's see, we've got the strange jungle. A golden pyramid can be found in this region, or defiled drylands. A golden pyramid can be found in this region. So it looks like we have somebody going here, we have somebody going here and here. So I guess this place is where we're going. Alright. Early that morning, I boarded the ship. The captain had yet to arrive, so I imagined what lay beyond the horizon. Someone approached me with a request. He asked a message to be delivered to a chief of a local village in the region we were headed to. Sure, I mean, a message delivery, why not? No problem. He handed us a letter, which I promised to deliver. So we got +1 letter. I don't know what this will get us. Maybe this will get us some reputation or some help or something like that. You can recruit people along the way. I did that in the tutorial. I didn't get to see my crew or anything, so I don't really know who I'm bringing on this voyage. But here we go. Let's see. My thoughts were focused on the forthcoming trek until we finally reached the shore of our expedition area. I was curious to discover what adventures were waiting for us here. So we can access the ship storage, refill the water, or begin the expedition. Let's take a look at what's in the ship storage. We've got some chocolate, some torches, some med kits, some extra bullets. That's always handy. Some climbing gear, and a letter. So I guess... Oh, the ship storage is empty? Take all. Alright, I insist we secure the best possible tools for the quest that faced us. Wise provision was the key to a prosperous journey. However, I had the feeling that the captain wished me to depart. Refill water. I made sure to bring some additional water rations from our vessel's stock. A lack of readiness and resources would doom the trek on the onset, which I would not permit. However, I had the feeling the captain wished me to depart. Okay, so let us begin the expedition. It might be favorable to deliver the letter first. Thankfully, the man had pinpointed the location of the village on our map. Alright. So that doesn't seem too difficult, but there's mechanics to the movement. And each time you move, you lose a little bit of what they call sanity, which is this bar up at the top here. And so you don't want to move in too many short stints, you know. You want to move long distances if you can, but that'll get you into some trouble as well. You might run into swamps, or you might run into animals or whatever. So it's best to move where you can see. Now you can see something like this, trying to move over these mountains. It takes climbing gear, so you want to move through clear areas if possible. So we've got a little expedition of people here. We've got Mary Curie, inventor, level 1. Toughness of 2, that's not great, but she's got a lot of dice rolls here. She's very intelligent, and so whenever you get in combat or a situation like that, you roll dice, and depending on what you get, that's the results. So she's going to be pretty good in situations where you need intelligence. I have Sister Ernesha. She's a 4 toughness, so she's a tough old missionary. And she's got some defense dice as well as some, I'm not sure what these dice are. Maybe they're like bless dice or something. I'm not sure. But she's tough. She's not very loyal, though. She's got a strong mind. She's claustrophobic. She fears being in small places. Spiritual solidarity allows to rest for free in missions. That's good. And strong mind, sanity plus 10. I like that. I didn't look at Mary Curie. What does she have? Polymath, choose from 5 perks as opposed to 3. Okay. And then we have Rhea, who is a hunting dog. That's cool. That can help us out. 8 toughness. She's got some claws and some barks and some stuff she can do. And then we've got Missy Gibbs, the donkey. Another tough animal, but no attack dice of any kind. It just has 3 capacity. So we can haul a lot of supplies on the donkey. All right. So this is good. All right, so we got some question marks here we could look at, or we could just go straight to the letter. So going to villages are cool because you can recruit people there, you can get supplies and things. So let's go to the village. First thing, we found something up there that we can investigate once we've entered the village. All right. Hopefully this is a good message and not a bad message. Alright, so here's our little native village that we found. We carefully approach a mysterious native village. These villagers were a clan of well-trained warriors. The villagers observed us with curiosity as our trek arrived at their settlement. We were able to walk amidst their number freely, as though there was nothing unusual about our arrival. Try to pronounce everything as well as I can. Let's continue. Let's see. The villagers observed us with curiosity. They were polite and offered us what they could. So deliver the letter, rest in the village, recruit, trade, leave. I don't think we brought any trade goods with us. We did not. I don't know what we would want in return anyway. Cancel. Oh. I guess deliver the letter first. See if it's a good letter. Alright. So, we brought the letter to the village chief. To reward us, the chief regaled us with stories of the greatest wonders to look upon in the vicinity, including a holy shrine which he marked on our map. We felt comfortable in the midst of the overjoyed villagers. So let's see if we can recruit somebody to our party. We got a slot left in our party. I talked to the villagers to find out if some of them were inclined to join the trek. Not long after I'd gathered the interested individuals and needed to decide who to recruit. So, alright, we've got a water buffalo, a second water buffalo, or Hinosap, the animal handler, level 1. Interesting chap, not very loyal, but he's tough. He's got some defense dice. We already have a donkey. I don't know that we need a water buffalo as well. Do we need... We need, like, maybe a warrior or something to help us if we get attacked by any tigers or anything like that. He seems pretty much the same as Sister Mary. I don't know what his... I think he's got animal taming and something else. I don't know what that something else is. But you know what? Let's recruit him. Alright, Hinasep, the animal handler, joined our trek. We felt more than welcome, and the villagers were seemingly excited about our presence. Alright, so let's... is there any reason not to rest in the village? Oh, by adding him, we got 2 extra slots down here. So that's cool. Got extra bullets. Usable in combat will add an additional combat die. Alright, I don't think we have any combat dice in our village, or in our party at the moment. So we unpack our belongings and prepare to spend the night with the natives at their campfire. The people of the tribe were celebrating a wedding. The ritual was quite intricate and fascinating. The couple seemed quite happy, to my eyes. The groom and the bride had apparently been chosen by their families. I smiled at their unusual ways. Sleep. Alright. So we gained back most of the sanity we lost from traveling, so that's good. We lost our standing, though. We lost -2 standing, probably from staying there too long. Anyway, I slept in great comfort and safety. The following morning, I awoke to the laughter of the natives. Any prior tension was beginning to abate. They remained kind, and we felt like special guests in the settlement. The wedding ritual was still ongoing. The villagers seemed lost in thought and prayer. Leaving their village now would be considered a great offense. Well, I guess we're stuck here then. We don't really want to offend these people. I guess we'll continue. We unpacked our belongings and prepared to spend the night. We spent an enjoyable evening with the natives. Later, Sister Ernestia approached me with a request. She had fallen in love with one of the natives and privately asked me to leave our trek and stay with her beloved. Sister Ernestia, what is happening? You're out in the jungle for 2 days and you're already leaving. All right, so this must be down to her her loyalty. Her loyalty is not strong. I mean, I don't know that I approve of this, but she is a missionary on one hand. Like, I guess she's supposed to, like, you know, hang out with the villagers and such, but she's not really supposed to fall in love with them and run off. But you know what? We got an animal handler, so... I mean, who am I to stand in the way of love? So there you go, Sister Ernestia. How could I reject her request? I wished her luck and congratulated her in her newfound love. So we got +4 standing. That's good. We added another day, so I think maybe we shouldn't be spending all these days in the village. Anyway, the night was quiet and peaceful. The next morning, I awoke to the laughter of the natives. Our time with the natives was a delight. They remained friendly and offered us more help. The wedding ritual was still ongoing. The villagers seemed lost in thought and prayer. Leaving the village now would be considered a great offense. Alright, how long do we got to stay with these chuckleheads? I mean, I'm happy for everybody, but we don't really need to trade. How many days can we stay here? Let's see what happens if we stay one more day. Alright. A young child was so excited about our stay that he ran up to me with his arms wide to embrace. A rash was clearly visible on their neck and arms. Yeah, step away from that. I'm sorry. Prevention is better than a cure, therefore I made sure not to risk getting close. However, this left a poor impression with the natives. So, we lost a little bit of standing there. Alright. So I think right now we're still at +1 standing after all this. Alright, the night was quiet and peaceful. The following morning, I woke to the laughter of the natives. It seemed like these people wake up with a laugh. Anyway, we felt more welcome here. They remained kind and offered us help. The wedding ritual was still ongoing. Alright, so I don't know how long this is going to go, but we're going to have to leave. I'm sorry. We packed our trek. We lost 2 standing. That's not so bad. They seemed quite agitated, really. The villagers did not like us leaving in the middle of the ceremony. It would be considered a bad omen for the 2 lovers. I'm sorry, we left you a priest, or we left you a missionary. Alright, so let's see, what else do we have on our map? We got a tree down here, a giant tree. Okay. And we got this thing that we discovered. So let's let's go here. Let's travel to whatever this little pyramid thing is. Oops, why is this guy... Okay, we'll hesitate to follow you home after this expedition. That's fine. Examine the shrine. Yes, let's do that. Alright, so here we are. Cool looking little shrine here. We got our dog and our donkey and our animal trainer. Nothing in life is to be feared. It is only to be understood. Well, that is some wisdom there, Mary Curie. Let's see. We arrived at a majestic structure, seemingly a holy shrine to the inhabitants of the region. All manner of plant life grew towards the sun. The portal that led inside emitted an eerie chill. The building was cold to the touch. How very interesting. Let's go. I mean, that's why we're here, right? To investigate and to be an expedition. So here we go. We'll enter the shrine. Ooh, there's that light beaming in. I am not going to try to pronounce any of that. Yeah. The villager, at least he speaks English most of the time. Anyway, we arrived at what seemed to be a treasure chamber. It was truly awe-inspiring sight. We found a stone altar that was covered in ancient writings. My screen has gone dark. Scary music in the background. Can you hear that? No, it's gone away. Alright, investigate the altar. Ooh. We got a golden dagger. Ceremonial dagger made of gold. This was probably used for sacrificial rituals. Not good. Can be traded for fame after the expedition. Alright, that's good. And then a voodoo doll. The doll brings bad luck upon your rivals. Can only be used once and has to be burned in fire. Alright. Take all that. -3 standing. So we lost standing with the locals by stealing their local treasures. Which, you know, that's understandable, I think. But, I think that's kind of what we're supposed to be doing here anyway. Let's continue. The terrible colonial bastards that we are. It appears to be dark and stormy. One item slot overburdened. Oh, because we lost sister... I forgot her name already. She's dead to me. We lost her, so we can't... I mean, I don't want to throw the chocolate away. Let's just eat it. We got most of our sanity back from the chocolate. I don't know what to do. I guess we can... Can we light torches? No. First aid kit contains everything to patch up wounds. We don't want to throw that away. We don't want to throw any of this stuff away. I mean, maybe the voodoo doll. Definitely don't want to throw the knife away. That's one of the things we need. I guess I should have recruited that water buffalo after all. I mean, let's eat the chocolate and then let's eat all the chocolate. There we go. So now we can move. No, we don't want to examine the shrine. We don't want to go back to the village. Guess we'll go over here to this question mark. Probably shouldn't be traveling at night. What is happening? We have frozen out this world. So our stealing of the relic has caused the world to ice over. I don't know what we've done, but it doesn't seem very good. We can still travel, though? I don't know. Snow forest, grasslands. This is very odd, but let's return to the ship. The captain greeted me as we approached our ship. Laying eyes on her again made me a little homesick. Let's access the ship storage. Can we put stuff... There we go. Let's put stuff into the storage. And close. Alright, the captain greeted me as we approached the ship. Yeah, being here almost felt like safety of home, so we don't need to refill our water. We didn't use any. We're still pretty good at sanity. Let's go back to the expedition and see what we can do here. Let's go to this tree. And see what that's all about. It's a 47-day trip. Hear their feet crunching on the snow. Oh, so that takes 47 sanity. Wow, that's crazy. Giant tree. Can we access the giant tree? We cannot seem to access the giant tree. Let's see. We can't. We might be out of luck here, fellas. Might be out of luck with our, because I thought maybe our water could replenish our health, but apparently not. Water. Some territories' water is hard to come by. Okay. Apparently not this territory. Could go back to the village. That would cost us 25. I think that's pretty much what we have to do. We're going to be pretty close to the end of our rope when we get in that village. As soon as they spotted us, the villagers approached us. We seem to have garnered a bad reputation of late. Alright, let's trade. We need some provisions, which we ate and then dumped. See if we can get some red berries for water? No, they don't want that. For climbing gear? There we go. Is there anything else we can get from them for that? Jewels, a collection of rare and valuable jewels. Maybe. This will also give us +1 standing by trading with them. So we get some jewels and some food. Let's see. I came to an agreement with the natives. All right. So let's rest in the village again because we're so late. The natives were willing to let us rest, let us take shelter in their village. However, they demanded compensation because of our less than virtuous reputation. Barter. Torch can come in handy whenever you need to bring light to dark places or just to set things on fire. First aid kit, bullets. Gonna start trading away our things that we just bought. Don't want to do that. Torches, no. Med kit. 1 torch and 1 med kit. All right. We settle this little dispute with the villagers and we unpack our belongings and prepare to spend the night with the natives at their campfire. The natives shared their food with us and we sat by the campfire sharing stories long into the night. There we go. So we got 30 sanity back. Enough rest. Time for a new day. All right. We got 30 sanity and we've got 5 berries. That should help us travel a little bit. Oh, followed. Hinosap stayed behind for a while as she had more business to attend with the villagers. However, she caught up with the trek not long after we left. The villagers were glad to see the back of me. The following days, one had an uncomfortable feeling of being watched. Okay. So we only have 32 sanity. Before we go any farther, how much? Those don't give us much. Those give us 5 sanity. So basically, like, we could get back to the ship and not do much else. We can't get up there. That's frozen over. So this expedition has been kind of a bust, if I'm honest. We can get back to the ship, and that's about it. If we eat the berries, we could maybe go up here, but I don't know that there's anything up here to go. I don't know what that is. Now, that costs 33 to get there. I think because it's all iced over, like, it makes everything more difficult. Maybe that's what the what was it called? The subtitle of this, the Frozen Adventure or whatever. Maybe that's what it does. Maybe once you get something, once you find a treasure and activate this ice, it makes everything more difficult. So let's just go back to the ship. We got 2 treasures and 2 voodoo dolls out of this mission, so that's not the worst thing in the world. We'll return to the ship. Let's see. Access the ship storage. I know we'll do that. Close. All right. It's been a while. I think we'll sail home. This will be the first episode. We'll sail home and see what they say about our expedition. Was it successful or not? It's day 62, so it's been a while. So let's sail home and see what happens. I pause for a moment's reflection. Did I come for this? No, apparently. Did I? Abort expedition or keep exploring. Well, let's abort expedition, I guess, and see what happens. There was only one solution. We were homeward bound, so we secured our crates to the ship and set sail. The unexplored shall remain so for today. So apparently we were looking for more than just that one temple. So we spent 61 days. We got 10 new fame. Open report. Let's finish the expedition and see what happens. Ooh, triumph. I wish I was you. Splendid. Okay, so that did work out pretty well. We didn't die. We got a loyal dog. We got some perks here. So charismatic. Recruit up to 2 units per expedition. I like that. Climber. Reduce the movement cost when climbing hills. Adept receives an additional support dice. I think we got a lot of support dice already as Mary Curie. Protector receives additional defense dice. Navigator increase the gained compass accuracy when uncovering fields. You know what? I'm gonna go with the charismatic. The charismatic Mary Curie. So let's see how we did in our score-wise. Not good. Our other competitors outpaced us by quite a bit. We got a score of 10, which I guess is successful. And they got a score of 164, 280, 362. This is not good. Alright, so we can sell the golden dagger, which I guess we shall do that. What happens if we gift it? So let's see. You can gift. Can be traded for fame and expedition. Doesn't say what these do differently. I don't know what's the difference between selling or keeping. Selling, keeping. So we get plus 40 funds for selling. Can be traded for fame after the expedition. I don't know how to do that. So let's just sell it and see what happens. 20 value, 5 fame, 30 funds. So maybe that's... Maybe that's the difference. Maybe value is the gift, fame is keep, funds is 30. Or funds is sell. Sell that. We got 30 funds for that. Alright, interesting. So there we are. There's our first expedition. Not quite a success, but not a failure. We'll save and exit and go to the beginning here. So you can see we start Expedition 2 with Fame 10. So we start out in a pretty big hole here going forward. But maybe we can make up for it with some grander adventures to come. We got a little bit of a feeling of what to do with some of these adventures. But anyway, that's our first episode. So I'm going to do this series on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. So today should be a Wednesday that you're seeing this. And so the next episode will be Friday. So I'll see you then. Until next time, bye-bye.